Cheerios had for a while a recipe that a variety of Cheerios that was ancient grains. Did
hmm
you ever try that? I
Um,
mean, I thought it was amazing, and it didn't last long. I guess people want Cheerios with multi-grain sugar and whatever.
they want the
But
traditional stuff,
yeah,
and it's all about balance. And really, with Vivacious Dish, I created Vivacious Dish to give people like me an opportunity to eat delicious things that made them feel. That's really what it came down to, and I think that we all deserve that. That's
hmm
that's the ideal. And so, however that works for different people based upon their diets and what feels good in their body, I'm all for.
I think we need to get rid of the notion, and people still believe this, that if something is healthy for you, it can't possibly taste good. And I think you proved it to me this morning with what we're eating, that it's healthy, but it tastes good. Obviously, there are more examples than just this. So, how do we get past that with people thinking, it's healthy, it's not going to taste good? I mean, how do we get the word out?
they have to taste it
Yeah, you
for
taste it.
Yeah, you
themselves.
have to bring it to the studio and serve
Exactly,
it to
and,
people.
and and shows like this. But I'm sure you have a myriad of recipes that
Mhm.
would prove just the opposite of something that's healthy but does taste good.
Certainly. And it is about education. I think people are inspired to seek out healthier options if they have a need to. So if you've had some sort of health challenge or something that comes up, I think that's often an
Sure.
inspiration point for that. But all of us can taste good food, and that going back to the slow food piece of things
hmm
too, if you're eating fresh produce or something that is close to where it was sourced, it just has a different flavor.
Right.
And I think the biggest thing is that we've been in this industrial food system for so long that people have forgotten what real food tastes like.
No,
Well,
absolutely.
and I think where you can see that the most, and I think one of the thing that slow food focuses on, and I think they do this extremely well, is teaching children about food.
Yeah, right away.
Right away from the classroom, they have a lot of, like you said, on their website, they have a lot of curriculum, they have a lot of information, they do a lot of events, they get involved with a lot of schools because that's the thing is kid, eats a tomato from the grocery store. They say that's a tomato. Oh, all right. You might like it, you might not like it. Now, eat a tomato from a farmer's market, from your own garden. And they start to understand, well, that's what a tomato should actually taste like. And then, hey, teach them how to grow it at their house. See it grow from seed to plant to the trials, bugs, disease, watering, all that stuff. This is what it takes to actually produce a tomato. You need to understand where this comes from. And kids are what's going to ultimately change how we do things today.
Sure.
So, for the longest time, it was packaged food, preservatives, all that stuff. I kind of feel that's what I grew up with a little bit. And it made sense for the time. That's what they knew. But now we're finding out more things. Now, there, you said health issues with food. Well, there's a lot of health issues with kids that it comes from some of that food. And now they can adjust their diets to make it better for the kid to learn, better for the kid to digest, better for the kid to just feel better. And, it's really interesting. So, slow foods with kids is a real good part of it too. And Catherine, you guys, what kind of things do you guys do locally in San Diego besides that that event you mentioned?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember the name of it.
The Good Food Community Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do partner with a lot of local schools. We have a whole education branch of our organization. We do a lot of culinary education, so working with school gardens, so the kids are actually out growing food, and then we teach them how to turn that into interesting, fun, delicious, and creative things. And to what you're saying, Tiger, it's amazing because we go out to these school events and we're talking to parents, and parents are like, my kid goes to the grocery store with me and like asks me to buy kale, and they like know how to prepare it, which not that long ago that's like unfathomable, but they're so smart and so receptive, and they love the process of getting their hands in the dirt and understanding what that looks like. So we love partnering with local schools, elementary, middle, and then with high school. We partner closely with High Tech High, and they do a lot of kind of exploration out in the community. They do a lot of media arts type stuff. So we've had a couple different research papers and visual storytelling projects that they've done centered around food justice. So starting to inquire around what does equitable food look like? Like, what does it mean? What is required to bring food to the table? How does that affect people's livelihood? And it's amazing hearing these bright young people talk about and explore these questions and come out of these projects so excited and empowered and inspired, not just to eat good food, but to start to work with community partners to change the systems and structures in place that relate to how food is produced.
I don't recall back in school having a class where they discussed nutrition.
No.
A class dedicated to just what you're talking about. Where does our food come from? What about farmers? How does it get to the store? And like you mentioned, the closer you are to the source, the better it tastes. And there's, you can prove that just by growing something outside of your backyard or your back door, picking it, eating it, and you do notice the difference in taste.
Let me ask you, Catherine, on your perspective and maybe Slow Foods. I know you don't speak for them, but what do you think? There's a lot of companies out there nowadays online that are doing those food boxes where,
right,
they deliver this to they have the recipe in it, they have everything that you kind of need
count
to
the calories, all that stuff.
But it's getting people cooking food in their home. And a lot of times they advertise organic produce or organic foods as well as part of their whole kit. Are those a good thing? Are they a bad thing? What is the jury still out on them? What do you think?
Well, you certainly mentioned some of the positive benefits, which is starting to empower people to feel confident or more confident in preparing food at home, which certainly has value, and sharing food, ideally, right? If you're buying one of those meals for yourself that you can cook for somebody else, there's this camaraderie and social aspect that's really valuable. I think for me, the biggest challenges I see with that is there is so much packaging that comes with that stuff,
right.
Which from an environmental perspective,
yeah.
I would love if someone started to look at that and look at more eco-conscious packaging in some way, which would be challenging, but could be important. And then the other piece is that I would love for some of these organizations or businesses to start partnering with local farms. I don't know how they handle sourcing. I mean, the organic is great, but it would be wonderful if a San Diego-based company was sourcing from San Diego farms. And there are some meal prep services that are more localized that do that, which I think is really cool because it allows them to be able to source from our local farms, build that relationship, and keep it within our ecosystem here in San Diego.
Having bug problems this season? Need an overall solution? Try Natural Guard Spinosad Soap. This combination of spinosad and fatty acids kills aphids, mealybugs, worms, caterpillars, and other bugs that plague your garden. It's also safe to use around your fruit and veggies to make sure you enjoy your crop and not those pesky critters. Find Natural Guard Spinosad Soap in a ready-to-use bottle or ready to spray for those large garden plots at your favorite independent garden center. Go to fertilome.com for more information. Want a better looking lawn with less effort? Husqvarna's robotic automower is the effortless way to mow. Husqvarna's intelligent design allows the automower to maneuver around your lawn without supervision, even over tricky terrain and around obstacles. It knows when it needs to be charged and directs itself back to the charging dock. With convenient control options, the Husqvarna allows you to set it and forget it, even from your smartphone. Thanks to Husqvarna, you can have a great looking lawn and more time to enjoy it this season. Visit Mission Hills Nursery at 1525 Fort Stockton Drive in San Diego, or go to missionhillsnursery.com for more info.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happened. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-915-8941. 800-915-8941. 800-915-8941. Call right now. Operators are standing by. 800-915-8941.
Due to an upturn in the economy, Main Street Business Loans has pre-approved the release of millions of dollars in small business funding. Your business may already be pre-approved to receive up to $250,000. We've sent out millions of pre-approval letters. We see the economy growing, and our underwriters believe now is the time to invest in your business so you can grow faster and make more money. And we're prepared to give you up to $250,000 to do it. Your funds can be available in 5 days. There are no application fees, no annual fees, just quick access to up to $250,000. If your business did not receive your approval letter to get up to $250,000, call Main Street Business Loans Approval Desk now.
800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. 800-430-7570. That's 800-430-7570.
Does your water stain and damage your fixtures? Does it smell or taste bad? Are you worried about what's in your water? Water quality should not be painful and worrisome. Get HydroCare water systems from Wave Home Solutions with the most advanced purification technologies. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-989-WAVE or go to GreatHealthyWater.com. HydroCare will eliminate limescale that causes hundreds of dollars in damage to pipes and appliances without using salt. Well water will no longer smell or stain your fixtures. City water will be purified of harmful chlorine, lead, arsenic, and chemicals. Wave Home Solutions provides the cleanest, healthiest water at every faucet. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 1-888-989-WAVE, 1-888-989-WAVE, or go to GreatHealthyWater.com. That's GreatHealthyWater.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
This is an urgent health notice for all residents suffering from back, neck, knee, and wrist pain. You may qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you, but the deadline is fast approaching. Simply call the Health Alert Hotline now.
You heard right. You may qualify for a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace. These items may even be covered by Medicare or your private insurance. The Health Alert Hotline is your brace company. These specialized braces have been tested for pain relief. Call us toll-free right now to determine your eligibility and to learn how to use your private insurance or Medicare to minimize your out-of-pocket cost. Don't wait. If the deadline passes, you may lose your opportunity to get a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace at little or no cost to you.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for business talk. Online at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
It is Garden America, and if you were watching on Facebook, we are back up. A little glitch, but very minor. Back up and rolling. So hopefully you're back on Facebook. Also, John at gardenamerica.com. Questions, comments. Phone number remains the same, 855-424-9825. And those watching on Facebook have the benefit of watching us eat.
Yeah,
I just
delicious food.
Kind of forgot about it and started eating, and, you guys are eating. John can taste it. He says it tastes a bit sweet, which is good. Yeah. And we're getting healthy at the same time. We'd like to think so.
Hey, so Catherine, you had said that Vivacious Dish had been spurred from you with your friends, wanting the recipes, wanting more information. So this must be a busy time of year for you, the holidays, because isn't that when people are cooking? Isn't that when people are trying to try that new dish? Why is it that we try a new dish on like a big group of people all the time, right? Why is that, Catherine?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it comes back to food being a connector. And that's what we do with Slow Food. That's what we do with Vivacious Dish is you're bringing people together around good food. So it's the desire to want to share that. I think that's why people do it. And if you desire that and you want to try something new, I definitely have a lot of fun recipes on the website, vivaciousdish.com. So
I think with a lot of people too, you can get a better result in terms of, I just tried it on 20 people. 15 liked it. Okay, That's pretty good. If it's one or two people, you don't really get the information that you want as far as how good is this? Yeah, the feedback. Thank you, John. The feedback of feeding a lot of people. And you're right. Food is very social. We get together to eat and basically just satisfy a biological need that we all have.
I feel for me though, it's going to be trying something new on 20 people and I'm going to ruin it miserably. And then 20 people are going to be like, oh, you're horrible.
Well, but at least you'll have the feedback, as John said. What do I need to do differently?
And it'll be a good story.
Yeah.
Good memory for the ages. You can be made fun of for years to come.
Well, now, Tiger, do you cook?
I cook.
Okay.
But I'm definitely nowhere of any good. I'm good at following a recipe.
Well, I say if you can read, you can cook.
Yeah,
and then
but-
after that, it becomes.
But even then,
know,
like I kind of feel like there's some things that are just not able to be read that you need to translate into your dish.
and that's why you kind of add your own little, follow the recipe, but then add your own little,
pinch.
sprinkle of this, sprinkle of that.
Yeah.
Personalize it.
There you go.
Absolutely. I think it's about the intention too. I think people cook because it's a way to share their like love or joy with people they care about. So I think if you're bringing that into your preparation, it's going to taste not bad.
Yeah,
right? Those are
definitely.
good things.
Yeah, exactly. You got to bring those feelings into the
Bring the
meal.
good feelings, right?
Yeah. So you've been busy during the holidays. Then you kind of wrap up, and then what's happening in the new year for you?
Yeah, so Vivacious Dish is actually expanding, and I'm rolling out in February a Kickstarter campaign to seed fund a new line of energy activating chocolate truffles.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
these chocolate truffles are
energy activating.
I actually brought boxes, so here you go. Here's some samples for you
You're
guys.
very kind. Thank you so much.
I'll send them that way in a minute.
Okay.
But they are designed to work with each of your 7 chakras. So they have herbs, spices, and different fruits that actually attune your energy centers. So you get to have this delicious, decadent thing. It's honey sweetened, while at the same time doing really positive work in the body. So
And then probably wanting to clean the house afterwards, right? Because of all the energy.
all energized, ready to go, amped up on really good chocolate.
There you go.
So it's a lot of fun.
Clarifying coconut, throat opening peppermint, heartwarming cinnamon, energizing bee pollen. Wow, look at it.
And that's all in that candy? Do we call it candy? What is it?
I call them truffles.
Okay.
I call this my healthy diet eating food right here. This is an energy bar.
And if somebody says, well, where did you get it? You say, well, a nutritionist. And no one's going to ever question that. It came from a nutritionist.
I'm going to come off mic for a minute because I'm going to walk up to the camera and show them inside this box. This is really amazing.
Okay. I have not seen what's inside the box either, John.
But I'm wondering, as I recall, I think we put a link in the newsletter. You can actually order these off your website. Is that correct?
You can. So the packaging will change in the new year with the seed funding for the expansion, but they are available and they can be shipped around the country already. So.
They're really pretty. I don't know if they're intentionally that way or if just because of the ingredients, but I think half of eating is being visually appealing.
You're right. That is very visually appealing inside that box, Tiger.
I'm going to try the coconut one. I think this is the coconut,
love coconut.
No,
Purple?
that's berry.
Oh, berry?
The white one's the coconut one. But
okay.
You got to go with what you feel.
Yeah.
So they are beautiful. And you're absolutely right. We eat first with our eyes. So you want to open that box and be enticed.
Yes.
And then from there, you're ready to take in that delicious
Well,
food.
I think
I feel healthier already.
I think with anything when it comes to food, like you mentioned, presentation, right? So it's got to be presented well. It's got to be all those things. It's got to taste good. And finally, it's got to be healthy.
Exactly.
So, you know what's so funny? So I didn't even read this.
Cheer up, Tiger.
She said you have to be in tune with what you pick. You eat with your eyes. And the berry, the one that I picked out is Third Eye Triple Berry for tuning into your intuition. Oh. It was my intuition to try that one specifically. It's already working.
And you're going to be buzzing around here hour number 2.
But was it your intuition that made you call it coconut? When I would have thought that coconut would be white. Why would you pick black?
I saw the purple, and I just thought that was it.
Coconut, purple.
It's on the picture.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we've got about a minute and a half here.
Okay.
That's a very, very quick hour. I feel like we just barely got started.
I know. Well, when you're having chocolate and
Food
wonderful food
right?
here in the studio, it goes by quick. Catherine, one more time for our listeners, vivaciousdish.com. Slow food, should we send them to slowfood.org or where should we send people?
I would send them, if you're here in San Diego, I guess you're nationwide, so yeah, slowfood.org or slowfoodusa.org. You can get all the good intel and find a chapter near you. There's tons of places to get involved around the country.
And for those in San Diego?
slowfoodurbansandiego.org.
I even saw there was a slow food SDSU on, just on the college campus.
Really?
Itself. That's pretty neat. Yeah. So lots of good information, lots of good events to attend. And, a a good organization to be a part of, because I definitely feel they're going to be guiding a way for future generations to come with the involvement in schools and how things come about. And being here in San Diego, I hear that we are one of the most densely populated urban farmer organizations, right?
Yeah, so in San Diego County, we have more small farms per capita than any other county in the United States.
Wow.
Hey,
all right. Well, thank you very much, Catherine.
Thank you very much. We do
Thank you.
appreciate it. And again, that website again, either one of you?
Slowfood.org and then vivaciousdish.com.
All right.
There it is.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a break. We've got news coming up on many of these Biz Talk radio affiliates. I'm Bryan Main. We are coming back at 6 minutes after. Facebook Live will continue. Get those questions, comments ready. And again, we're going to cruise through your weekend. And a Happy New Year to all of you here from Garden America. Coming back at 6 minutes after. Stay with us.
Listen on the go. Download the Biz Talk Radio app. Available on iOS, Android, and BlackBerry. Biz Talk Radio. The opinions you hear on Biz Talk Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of this station, Biz Talk Radio, its management, or advertisers. The information on Biz Talk Radio does not constitute a recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or service. If you have any questions about Biz Talk Radio, contact us at 817-274-1609 or at biztalkradio.com. This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for business talk.
For USA Radio News, I'm Rick Vincent. The Washington Post's fact checker finds President Trump has made more than 7,500 false or misleading statements over the past 700 days. CNN this morning used gumballs to show how many that actually is. But Trump supporter, New York City Councilman Joseph Borelli, tells CNN's Victor Blackwell it's just more the media being holier than thou.
I mean, this is a guy who was speaking in hyperbole throughout the campaign. He was speaking in braggadocious manner. I don't seem to recall, and I love your gumball idea. I think it's very creative, but I don't seem to recall a similar gumball game when President Obama was president.
Corporate law professor Richard Painter didn't mince words.
Now, the bottom line here is he's been lying for decades, but it's about to be over because Robert Mueller is closing in. We have the national security advisor, the campaign manager, the lawyer, all headed off to prison.
You're listening to USA Radio News.
What's on your bucket list? Running a marathon, hiking to the top of a mountain, or maybe surfing? What if I told you could accomplish all of it at any age? This is Wayne Allen Root, and I'd like to introduce you to somebody that's changed my life, made me feel years younger, maybe saved my life, my Cenegenics physician, Dr. Bob Letta.
Thanks for the introduction, Wayne. At Cenegenics, we help people look and feel many years younger. We've been in business since 1997. We have locations across the United States, and we've treated over 35,000 patients worldwide. Our age management medicine is proven to work. On the Cenegenics program, you will have your own doctor, exercise counselor, and nutritionist all working together to fine-tune plans especially for you.
Thank you, Dr. Letta. I'm 57 and I feel like I'm 30 again. I feel the best of my life. I have the most energy of my life. Are you ready to start feeling the best of your life? Defy your age with Cenegenics. Call now for your free consultation at 888-YOUNGER. That's toll-free 888-YOUNGER. Or go to Cenegenics.com.
Republican Congressman Trey Gowdy led a House Oversight and Government Reform Committee investigation into allegations that the FBI and DOJ were biased against President Trump during the 2016 presidential election and favored Hillary Clinton's candidacy. Gowdy tells Fox News in an exclusive interview that the DOJ needs to appoint a special counsel to investigate the seemingly disparate treatment of the investigations into Clinton's use of private emails and Trump's alleged ties to Russia.
For him to be told you don't need a lawyer president, and for them to allow her to have fact witnesses who were lawyers present is a stunning dichotomy that does not reflect well on the Department of Justice.
Conservative commentator and writer Bree Payton has died at the age of 26 after a sudden illness. A friend of Payton found the writer unconscious Thursday after graduating from college in 2015. Payton had been employed as a staff writer by The Federalist, then appeared as a commentator on several networks. Chris Burrows, a popular Los Angeles television news reporter and anchor, died Thursday after being found unresponsive in a hotel room. This is USA Radio News.
Look, I know this isn't the first MyPillow spot you've heard, and if you don't have yours yet, what are you waiting for? MyPillow stays cool, keeps its shape all night long. You can toss it in your washer and dryer, and it's like new again. Made in the USA, comes with a 10-year warranty and a great money-back guarantee. If you don't love your MyPillow, you have till March 1st to return it. How about that? Go to MyPillow.com, click on the buy one, get one free special. Use my code USA and get one free pillow when you buy one at regular price, plus shipping. That's MyPillow.com, click on the buy one, get one free special. Enter promo code USA. That's promo code USA.
The sound of bagpipes being played Friday night at a candlelight vigil for slain Newman, California police officer Ronald Singh. Hundreds paid their respects for Singh, who served as a police corporal in the community. He was shot and killed, allegedly, by 33-year-old Gustavo Arriaga following a traffic stop Wednesday morning. Sheriff Adam Christensen.
This criminal, Mr. Arriaga, crossed our border illegally into Arizona some time ago. He is a criminal. He has 2 prior arrests for DUI.
Police arrested Arriaga on Friday morning for the killing. He has gang affiliations. New York says it's ready for the big New Year's Eve party. USA's Wendy King has more.
New York Deputy Commissioner John Miller says police have 1,225 cameras and, for the first time, drones to watch over the crowd.
We've deployed this at most of the major special events from the fall on, and we'll be using it again.
The city is expected to draw more than 1 million people to Times Square for the ball drop. Ryan Seacrest and Jenny McCarthy will be hosting Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. Seacrest says it's always a good time.
I love it. I look forward to it every year. As a kid, I always wanted to be here as one of the people watching the ball drop. So I get to be here watching the ball drop.
Boston Celtics star Kyrie Irving caught on video, later aired on TMZ Sports, giving $240 cash to a homeless man on his way to the team bus before Thursday's game against the Houston Rockets. For USA Radio News, I'm Rick Vincent.
This message is sponsored by AmeriGlide, featuring the nation's best prices on a home stair lift. Are you having a difficult time getting around your home? Do you avoid going up and down the stairs? Have you even considered moving from your lifelong home just to avoid the stairs? Forget about moving and call AmeriGlide and learn how an easy-to-install stair lift is the perfect solution to help you get your freedom back. Plus, we guarantee the nation's best prices. Make this free call today to learn more. No sales visits are necessary. We can help you over the phone. Now you can stay in the home you've been in for decades. Please do yourself or your loved one a favor. Make this simple 2-minute call right now. Get the lowest price on a stair lift anywhere. Here's the number: 800-886-7342. 800-886-7342. 800-886-7342. That's 800-886-7342.
Welcome to the Garden America Show, the country's most listened to gardening program. This is your chance to join us as we talk about gardening, horticulture, landscaping, in fact, anything that has to do with the world of gardening. The phone lines are open right now at 1-855-424-9825. That's 1-855-424-9825 for your questions and comments. Or John at gardenamerica.com. And if you're watching us on Facebook Live, you can also post your questions and comments right there on our page during the broadcast. Now, here's Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, and Tiger Palafox on the Garden America Radio and Media Network.
And we are back. It is hour number 2. Thank you for being there. And those that are back with us on Facebook after the interruption, we are back streaming live on Biz Talk Radio, also streaming live on Facebook. Should be no problems. Do want to hear from you, though. Facebook, questions, comments at 855-424-9825. Also, John at gardenamerica.com. Tiger, do we have any questions that we need to readdress from the first feed?
Yeah, no, a lot of it was, Happy New Year,
right.
Welcome, thank you. Was that phone real?
And how long is it going to take you to move? I think Rick said it took him a year, John. You're probably about a year.
Yeah, but I only have 12 days to do what should take a year.
But the whole process is going to be a while.
I like Rick's comment. Barbecue is slow food.
Yeah, that was good. Barbecue is slow food. Rick, I agree with you.
And Rick did make a comment, and not, I think it was in a negative way, but I just do want to address that, he had said, is Catherine a vegetarian? And I, didn't see that didn't see that question, so I didn't get a chance to ask her. But the slow food movement doesn't necessarily mean vegetarian or vegan either.
Right.
They also talk about good practices when it comes to meat and poultry and
I think
fish farming.
all foods in general.
She had mentioned fish. So, it's not just growing plants, it's growing our food.
Right.
And how do we do it in a way that tastes better?
And for meat, you can't eat rabbits because they're very fast, but maybe a pig, something that moves a little slower.
Hey, pigs are fast.
That's true. They are.
Yeah.
Have you ever had rabbit?
Yeah.
I've never. You've had rabbit?
Yeah.
We had my sister's pet rabbit once.
You did not.
It's a story involved there, but basically what happened was that she had a pet rabbit for, a little over a year.
Right.
Kept it outside at our home in Michigan and came home one day, and my parents said that the rabbit got out and it was living somewhere happily. And
yeah, of course.
And it was cleaned and put in the freezer and made into a stew about 3 months later. And
oh my goodness!
She had the stew over plant, and she thought it was delicious. Didn't find out till about a year after that. They told her it was the rabbit.
And what does rabbit taste like if you had to compare it? Don't tell me chicken.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a little gamey.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a white meat, but it's kind of like a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like duck.
Yeah, so you like rabbit.
But duck is one of those. It's liver, duck, those lamb. You either like or you don't like because there's a very strong taste involved.
Yeah.
Lamb does have a strong taste, but
I always
lamb.
liked lamb. Yeah, I like lamb.
I have a very long email here.
Well, that's good. Right. I love it. It's the email corner with John Bagnasco.
So there's a lot of questions here. This email's from Bonnie and Top, so maybe we can answer some of these.
We can piecemeal it.
The first one is, can we begin giving our roses their hard winter pruning? The answer is yes.
Yeah, this would be a great time.
Right. I started at my house, and mainly because I'm moving, so I had to start early. I usually finish pruning by April 1st. But this year, I think they're all going to be pruned early. But I remember Sharon used to say that she always wanted a bouquet of roses for New Year's Day. So she would prune immediately after New Year's. But yeah, anytime, after Christmas, it's fine to go ahead.
Perfect time.
Assuming you live in a warm part of the country, here in Southern California,
right.
It's perfect. If you live in Connecticut, you probably want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, do people with the winter storm areas that get freezes, get snow and things like that, do they do fall pruning to prevent any kind of crazy branching, breaking, or anything like that ahead of the winter, or do they wait until afterwards?
It's just the opposite, because you have freezing.
Yeah.
And if you cut back, then the part that's going to freeze is closer to the ground.
So you want that old growth to just...
Yeah, so what you do is that some of that wood's going to freeze and die during the winter, and then when you prune in the spring, you're cutting back to good wood. The other thing they do is they'll put collars, they're called rose collars, around the rose bush. It's usually a paper-type collar that's maybe a foot tall, and then fill that with mulch to try to protect the stems
like
from
a blanket,
when
like
it freezes.
an
right.
insulation tube.
Yeah, and the most common one we used to use in Michigan was cocoa bean mulch, because we were close to Hershey, Pennsylvania. And then I think they do some chocolate in Chicago too. I'm not sure.
They might. Now, you mentioned cocoa bean mulch. This may be something totally different. Didn't we talk about using some kind of a mulch or a ground cover to keep cats away from... There's something about chocolate, the smell of chocolate they don't like, or something.
Yeah, they thought that it was a animal repellent. I believe they had to take it off their package because they couldn't
prove
certify it. But they thought the shell itself and the material kind of prevented usually cats and dogs from going into the area. And then the other thing was that cats and dogs are somewhat avoid chocolate. It's not good for them.
Right.
So the smell of it also was thought to keep them out of the
jury's
area.
out on that right now, right? We don't.
Well, a lot of dogs were attracted to it, and it was dangerous for dogs. That was the cocoa mulch that was produced domestically.
Right.
There used to be, and I don't think it's available anymore, there used to be cocoa mulch that we got from Africa that was produced in such a way that when the shells were laid out, they would be spread over a large area, over acreage, and then the rains and leach out
a lot of the chocolate.
Right, the harmful
particles.
effects of the chocolate, and so that was safe for dogs and cats. And it's mostly dogs that are the problem, because they have to get into everything.
Yeah,
dogs are like 2-year-olds.
You see Diane's question?
Sometimes.
Yeah. So
And
Diane,
then John has more, right, John?
I have lots more.
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead, Tiger.
All right, we'll go back and forth. Diane she lives in Reading and has a hot lip salvia that's 10 to 12 years old, which just on that alone, Diane, congratulations. Because
really,
hot lip salvia is a beautiful salvia, but it's kind of like a lavender where they usually don't live.
Because they get really woody, right?
Yeah, they usually don't live past 5-6 years.
You're doing something right.
Yeah. And so she says something about dividing it. Number one, the salvia cannot be divided. So if you're talking about pruning it, because it's kind of in your question that you want to know if you can prune it back, salvias are not divided. They come from one single stem, and so they're not dividable like some plant with a tuber or bulb, trunk.
Or perennial.
Yeah. But you could prune it back, but I'm almost scared to tell you to do anything with that at 12 years old, because sometimes if you prune back plants at this age and you prune them back heavily, you can kill them.
Yeah, I noticed that with salvias, if you're pruning back into hardwood, it sometimes doesn't resprout, and that branch dies.
And what's crazy, John, is you mentioned it, and I sometimes you hack them back, and they come back beautifully. But then you do it 2 plants down, the same exact thing, same pruning, and that one doesn't come back, right? It's hard to know why that happened.
Well, just like people, some plants are
sometimes you can cut them in half and they respawn just fine.
Other people you can't.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, John, back to your myriad of questions.
Okay, the second item from Todd and Bonnie. To solve the pest side of the issue for citrus leaf curl.
Okay.
We had recommended that, or we had said that one of the possibilities of that is aphid damage, or depending on what it looks like, it could be leaf miner too. And one of the things we had recommended was the Bayer Advanced, which is now Bio Advanced, I guess, citrus control, citrus pest control. And the reason we recommended that is because you apply it once and it lasts all season. But their question was, is this a type of treatment that could affect bees?
Right.
And that question comes up a lot because the chemical in there is imidacloprid, which if you look on the internet, you'll find all kinds of people saying that this is
what's killing
part of
bees.
the bee decline.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you have to make your own decision on this, but the latest research that I've seen, which has actually been tested, said that the imidacloprid molecule does not pass through the peduncle of the flower, so that it doesn't affect the flower. And since it's not going into the flower, it's not affecting the pollen.
Right.
And so it's not going to affect the bees in any way whatsoever.
Right. That's the chemical, affecting the bees.
Right. And it's applied to the soil, so you're not spraying it on the bees. And
right.
So I think it's one of the safest things to use, in my own opinion.
It is break time, 16 minutes after the hour. Thank you for watching on Facebook and wherever you're listening to us, Biz Talk Radio streaming. I'm Bryan Main, Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco, 855-424-9825. We're going to take a break, coming right back.
Want a better looking lawn with less effort? Husqvarna's robotic automower is the effortless way to mow. Husqvarna's intelligent design allows the automower to maneuver around your lawn without supervision, even over tricky terrain and around obstacles. It knows when it needs to be charged and directs itself back to the charging dock. With convenient control options, the Husqvarna allows you to set it and forget it, even from your smartphone. Thanks to Husqvarna, you can have a great looking lawn and more time to enjoy it this season. Visit Mission Hills Nursery at 1525 Fort Stockton Drive in San Diego, or go to missionhills.com for more info. Having bug problems this season? Need an overall solution? Try Natural Guard's Spinosad soap. This combination of spinosad and fatty acids kills aphids, mealybugs, worms, caterpillars, and other bugs that plague your garden. It's also safe to use around your fruit and veggies to make sure you enjoy your crop and not those pesky critters. Find Natural Guard Spinosad soap in a ready-to-use bottle or ready to spray for those large garden plots at your favorite independent garden center. Go to fertilome.com for more information.
My computer is so slow, it's making me crazy.
I used to have that problem.
Did you quit using a computer or did you buy a new one?
No, I called Geeks on Site. They made an appointment to visit my home and showed up the same day.
You mean they didn't ask you to bring your computer to a shop? That's what happened when I called a support company.
Geeks on Site can go to your home or business or even repair your computer online. They have 24/7 emergency service.
If you are having problems with your PC or Mac, call Geeks on Site, 1-800-591-1682. Our friendly certified computer repair experts are available 24/7. Call now for a free diagnosis, 1-800-591-1682. Data recovery, virus removal, and maintenance for all laptops, desktops, printers, and networks. That's Geeks on Site for friendly certified computer repair experts, available 24/7 over the phone or in your home or business. Just call 1-800-591-1682. That's 1-800-591-1682, 1-800-591-1682.
Do you have an old car sitting in your driveway? How would you like to learn a hassle-free way to get rid of it, help kids in need, and get a great tax donation in the process? It's real easy. One simple free call to our car donation hotline is all it takes. Call the Neshama Foundation at 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. We'll come pick your car up for free and give you a tax donation for the full value of the car, running or not. The value of your unwanted car will go to help kids in need. It's fast and easy. Just call us and your car will be gone and on its way to helping children in 48 hours. And you get a nice tax deduction. Call the Neshama Foundation now to get rid of your car, help kids, and get a tax write-off. Call 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723, 800-721-6723. That's 800-721-6723.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand and you care about your credit, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people with credit card debt without destroying your credit. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. The program works. Call Consolidated Credit now. Call 800-350-3241. 800-350-3241. That's 800-350-3241. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services, Inc., 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increased finance charges or collections activity, including litigation.
This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for business talk. Online at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
It is Garden America. Thank you for spending part of your weekend with us. Happy New Year to you. Hope everything is going good your way. 21 minutes after the hour, Biz Talk Radio, 855-424-9825. John at gardenamerica.com. He's got more questions, more comments, also right there on Facebook Live. John, back to you with your myriad of email questions.
Okay, we're still on the email from Bonnie and Todd.
Okay.
And we're down to thirdly. And thirdly, it says, would now be a good time to apply John and Bob's and Maximize to the garden soil. The nice thing about John and Bob's products is you can, they're all organic. You can apply them any time of the year because they don't leach through the soil. So a great rule of thumb would be put them down whenever you've got the time.
Yeah.
And the plants will use them when they need them.
Yeah, and I think, one of the reasons why she may ask that is definitely microbial life slows down in the winter.
Right.
It's cold and things generally slow down. But like John mentioned, it'll always be there when they do start up again. And if you put it down now and, you remember it, like you said. At least it's there in the spring. Where if you forget, and then you forget to put it in the spring, it's too late.
And when you use chemical fertilizers, most chemical fertilizers are the nitrogen form is in a nitrate molecule, which, not to get too technical, but the nitrate molecule is negative, and soil particles are charged negatively. So negative ions repel each other. So
it's like taking two magnets.
So when we have rain, it's going to wash right through the soil.
Yeah.
But since you don't have those chemical ions being released from organic materials, it can rain all at once and they're not going anywhere. Like Tiger said, they're only going to be available to the plants when the microorganisms in the soil break them down and make them available to plants.
And then with organic products also, I always associate this for people back to kind of high school chemistry where it comes to half-life. I mean, when we're talking about organic products, you're talking about bones.
And I, by the way, are past our half-life. You're getting close.
Yeah, getting close. But, you talk about bones, blood, meals, cottonseed meal. Then you're talking about manures, back guano, worm castings, steer, horse, chicken, all those things. Well, organic products have a half-life. I mean, a bone, it breaks down over hundreds of years. So if you were to crush up a bone, put it in the ground, even though it's crushed up, it's still not going to break down for a long period of time. It's going to slowly release all of the benefits of that bone. Where chemicals, they have a short half-life, hours, days, weeks, depending on where they're at. They can be leached, all of those things. So therefore, it's with an organic product, it's going to be in the soil. With a chemical one, it could evaporate. It could go away. And then that value of that product is gone.
Well, organic fertilizers get into the soil. Chemical obviously gets into the soil, but doesn't it concentrate more on the particular plant that you're fertilizing as opposed to like creating a better environment like organic fertilizers?
Exactly. Yeah.
The main problem with the chemical fertilizer as far as the health of the soil is that all chemical fertilizers are salts.
Right. So now your pH levels.
Anytime you add salt to the soil, you kill something that's living.
It's adding salt to a slug.
Yeah. Like adding salt to the wound.
Right.
But it actually will kill something living. Now, maybe not to the detriment of the soil completely, but the more you add, the more you kill, to the point where the soil's no longer able to sustain the plant without the chemicals being added. In farming on large scales where they've been doing that for years, they're always adding the chemical fertilizers, or in the past that was the practice. And because of that, those soils were really dead. And unless they added the fertilizers, nothing would grow.
Nothing, yeah. Crazy.
Took them a while to figure that one out, didn't it?
Yeah.
My gosh.
I think the whole Dust Bowl in the 30s
brought
them to that realization. Okay, and then the last part of the email from Bonnie and Todd says, is your DVD on Rose Essentials still available, and how could we get a copy?
My gosh, do you realize how many people listening have no idea what they're referring to?
Or what a DVD player is?
Okay, John, I think we made that back in, I'm going to guess, I think it was 2003.
Was it that long ago?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Really? Well, anyway, it's available on Amazon.com or eBay.
Yeah.
If you type in my name and you put the Essential Guide to Rose Growing, is that what it was called?
Yeah, it's a great video.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the maybe some of the chemicals or some of the products we made are no longer available, but it still gives you a good general idea. Bruce and Sharon are in that too.
Right.
And I'm sure you can come up with comparable products.
Yeah.
Ones
easily.
that are available.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Easily.
The product brand might not be around, but the product itself, we can come up with.
And the concepts still work.
Exactly.
And then is it possible to purchase a Rosa Splendor bare root from you? Well, we don't sell bare root roses. Tiger, you do though, right?
Yes. And I don't know the list off the top of my head. I didn't read the catalog.
And I don't know what for some reason Splendor is not
in your rose vocabulary?
Well, it's not
Maybe it's Rose of Splenda. Is it a branded Splenda rose?
I'll have to look that up on Help Me Find Roses.
Yeah.
Then they ended with congratulations on the sale of and the purchase of your new coffee plantation dream home. I hope it becomes a dream home, Bonnie and Todd. Right now, it's bordering on a nightmare home.
Yeah. A money pit. I can just see you and
I had a money pit one time.
Having the although it's a new build, but like having the bathtub fall through the roof or something.
Yeah, it's just, you get to a certain age, and we've lived in this house for 30 years.
Yeah.
So, you have routines that you do.
It's all new. It's all going to be new.
I know. And the yard, I know where I could I could be gone a day, come back and walk in the yard and tell where somebody went through and moved a leaf.
No, you're like me. I hear you.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But now on this new property,
You'll get used to it. And
it's not that it's not like things are ready to go. I've got to move 1,000 rose bushes. Where? I think we have a road down at the bottom of our property. I'm going to try to put them there temporarily.
And hope that nobody comes by and says, "Oh, look, they're getting rid of roses."
Well, no one. You got to see where I live. No one will come by.
Yeah.
What are you? You're like stuffed way in the back, off the grid almost.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I know you're on the grid, but
the
still.
driveway,
We're on the edge
the
of the
driveway
grid.
alone was far enough away, right? I mean, you're talking about how you can't get some equipment up the driveway. I mean, that means you're far off the road.
No, that was because of the height.
You're going to build a pool?
Height of the driveway. It's either coffee or a pool. I think we might have to go to coffee, then a pool.
Okay, it is almost 30 minutes after the hour here. Facebook Live, Garden America, Bryan, Maine, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox on your Saturday. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, by the way. Questions, comments, as John just read to you, you can email him, john@gardenamerica.com. Call us at 855-424-9825. Or better still, let's do Facebook Live. We're coming right back. Garden America.
Starting a business can be tough, but getting the word out about your business through a great website can be even tougher. That's why you need SpotOnWebsite.com. At SpotOnWebsite.com, you can register your company's domain name and even build your website overnight. It's fast, easy, and most of all, it's sure to fit your budget. SpotOnWebsite.com has a wide range of internet products and solutions to make the most of your website, even on a small business budget. Log on today and see for yourself at SpotOnWebsite.com.
It may have been a messy divorce that suddenly cut your income in half, but not your bills. It might have been an injury or illness, or your boss just cutting back your hours. It doesn't really matter how you got in over your head. It only matters that you are, and that we're here to help. If you've got over $10,000 in credit card debt and you can't ever see breaking free, then call Action Debt and do it now. Being in over your head is a vicious cycle. One day late, they charge you a late fee. Miss a payment, they double your rate. You just don't think it's fair, and neither do we. This is not bankruptcy or just a simple rate reduction plan. We fight for you using our proven experience in the insider programs that credit card companies try to hide. If you owe at least $10,000 to the credit card companies, you owe it to yourself to call Action Debt at 800-384-7099. Just because you got in over your head doesn't mean you have to stay there forever. Call 800-384-7099 today and we can be on your side tomorrow. 800-384-7099. 800-384-7099.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-217-5107. 800-217-5107. That's 800-217-5107.
If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-569-3414. That's 800-569-3414. Again, 800-569-3414.
We paid less for our Craftmatic today than we did 20 years ago.
If you're still searching for the perfect solution to a good night's sleep, call now for prices and free information on today's Craftmatic adjustable beds. And then decide when you see how little they cost. Rated #1 by consumers nationwide on consumeraffairs.com. Craftmatic beds come in all mattress types, including cool gel memory foam for up to 50% less than today's leading memory foam brand. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, poor circulation, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. You'll sleep better in a Craftmatic adjustable bed. So if you're still searching for the perfect solution to a good night's sleep, call now for prices and information. And then decide when you see how little they cost. Discover Craftmatic for less, up to 50% less than today's leading memory foam brand.
Call 1-800-316-5271. That's 1-800-316-5271. 1-800-316-5271. Call now.
Do you owe $10,000 or more on at least 2 federal student loans? Then you may qualify for new programs offered by the Department of Education. These programs can reduce your interest, lower your payments, and possibly qualify you for loan forgiveness. If you have $10,000 or more and at least 2 federal student loans and currently not in school, you may qualify for one of these programs. Call now to check your eligibility. Student loan advisors are standing by to help you determine if you qualify for these new programs. They can help you reduce your interest, lower your payment, and even forgive a portion of your student loan debt. Take control of your financial future. Make this free 5-minute free call now to Nationwide Student Loans and learn how you can reduce your student loan debt.
800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588, 800-439-1588.
This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for business talk. Online at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
We are right back here, 35 minutes after the hour. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in, watching on Facebook Live. John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox, Bryan, Maine. A lot happening, a lot of questions. Thank you so much. John, have we finished up with your email questions?
I did, and I think you said we had some questions on Facebook.
Yeah, Rick's going to grow, I think, 4 tomatoes this year.
Yeah, he wants 4 Mighty Mato suggestions because he's only going to grow 4 of them.
For 2019, John.
You know, it depends.
You could go so many directions.
Well, yeah, it depends. Do you want cherry tomatoes? Do you want slicing tomatoes? Do you want sauce tomatoes? Do you want sweet tomatoes? Do you want tart tomatoes?
If you're going to grow 4.
Red tomatoes? You want yellow tomatoes?
If you're going to grow 4, I would want 1 cherry because that's all you really need. Okay. You're going to want 1 that you can grow into a salad, put into a salad or in a meal. So that could be a red, orange, yellow, black, something that's going to be good for that. You're going to want 1 slicing. And then 1 just for fun. All right, go.
Did you say 1 for sauce?
No.
No cooking?
No.
You don't do that?
I don't do that.
If you do, if you are out there and you do want a tomato for sauce, the most exciting sauce tomato to come out in years is a variety called Saucy Lady. And we do have that available grafted this year, so that's one to check. And then last year's, it was an orange tomato that was an all-American selection. It was called Chef's Choice. And if you read about it, you'll find out that there's a lot of great comments on the internet about people using that tomato. So anyway, those are 2 new ones. But as far as a tomato just for eating, if, like Tiger's saying, if you want to put one that you can put in salads, It's not a huge tomato, but it's you could also use it as a slicing tomato. I would probably use pink Berkeley tie-dye because it looks good.
Yep.
And it's got great flavor. As a matter of fact, one of the heirloom tomatoes that I would say is probably one of the top 5 heirloom tomatoes is Cherokee Purple. And they did blind taste tests with pink Berkeley tie-dye versus Cherokee Purple, and 10 out of 10 people picked pink Berkeley tie-dye.
Really?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, great flavor.
Yeah. So anyway,
but it gives you the look. I kind of feel people pick the Cherokee Purple because it's purple and it's really neat looking.
Yeah.
And that's what draws them to it. But
taste-wise.
Berkeley tie-dye gives you that look,
right,
but with amazing flavor.
Yeah. So, and then for cherry tomatoes, like Tiger said, you probably only need one. And if you want the world's sweetest cherry tomato, go with Sweet Aperitif, or the world's second sweetest, Sun Sugar. Or last year, we offered this tomato that was, again, a new one, Candyland Red. It's one of the currant type tomatoes. And people really like currant type tomatoes, but they're maybe half the size of a cherry tomato.
Yeah.
But they're huge plants. And the nice thing about Candyland Red was that it was more controlled and more compact than other currant reds. So,
and then just to clear something up, currant, like a grape or like a current,
right? Not
is
one
the
that's in the
description,
news or
not
anything.
like currently
Right.
anything.
Yes.
It's so that's where it gets its
currant,
it's,
like the fruit.
It's shaped like a
Right.
currant.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
about
it gets
the
its
size
name.
of the currant fruit, right?
Yeah, it's really cool.
And then you said what? One just for fun?
Yeah, just for having some fun with growing tomatoes.
All right. Well, you might want to pick Copia, which is a striped tomato, phenomenal flavor, and was actually chosen and named after Copia, which was up in wine country in Napa, which was the chef school and I mean, they've closed down now, but it was really innovative for the time. And this tomato was picked specifically for them. So Copia is one that you can't find anywhere. I mean, you can't get it at your local garden center.
No, exactly.
Usually,
You can get it from.
depend on where you are. But so that would be a fun one. So hopefully those are 4 that would work out for you.
And good flavor, but best description of Copia is take a perfectly beautifully red tomato and drop some yellow paint on top and see it just dribble down. And that's the view that I see with Copia, is that striped kind of comes from like a yellow top and then kind of comes down the walls of the tomato. It's really
with a very good taste, you say, huh, John?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Brian and I like sweet tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why I can't imagine a tomato that's
Sweeter than Sun Sugar?
I can't.
Yeah. 30% sweeter than
Wow.
Sun Sugar.
That's just amazing.
But for a slicing tomato, Brian and I love pineapple, the pineapple tomato.
Oh, boy.
And it's back and forth deciding whether or not we should offer it. And the first year that I decided we were going to take it off our list, somebody asked me why. And I said, because it just doesn't produce that well.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, well, if it's not grafted, it doesn't produce at all. So they begged us to graft it, and we do every year. And as far as a slicing good sweet tomato, that's
Yeah, it's
still
the
one of my
best.
favorites. But, if you want the classic tomato taste, you can always go with things like Big Beef and Big Zack.
Big Zack.
Mortgage Lifter.
Yeah. Hey, I just want a full disclaimer here that Catherine left us these chakra chocolates. I just ate the throat opening peppermint.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the show, I will be speaking my truth. So,
You will.
So don't ask me anything you don't want the real answer to.
A little
all
truth
right?
serum, huh?
Exactly.
I think I saw this. Wasn't this a Jim Carrey movie or
You
something?
just opened up your throat.
Liar,
Everything
liar.
that comes out now is going to be the truth.
Exactly. So if you really want to know how I feel about you.
So let me ask you.
I thought you said with your throat open, you were going to be singing the rest of the show.
You've had 2 of those pieces of candy?
Yeah.
Now, are they really sweet or are they moderate?
No, they're moderate. They're a truffle chocolate.
Oh,
So
that's
it's not
good.
like a milk chocolate candy bar.
Beautiful.
It's more that kind of fudgy chocolate that, has all the flavors in there. And, like I said, this one has some peppermint in it. So, and when I first bit into it, it was all on the outside. And then when you got into the inside, it was the chocolate flavor. And there was, I don't know.
So the
it's
taste,
magical.
It changes as the more you chew it, it changes.
I kind of feel like it's wine. You know how they tell you when you taste wine, you need to make sure it goes over all the parts of your tongue. I just kept it and let it melt in my mouth, and it was delicious.
That would be a great gift idea for Valentine's Day. And guys always wait till like that morning to get something
to see where I could get the Stover's chocolate box.
Yeah, you might want to order these ahead of time because you can go to her website, right? What is it? Vivacious.
Vivaciousdish.com.
Vivaciousdish.com.
Yeah,
and you can order them right off the website. I think when you open it up, they just look great.
Oh gosh,
yeah,
right?
Great presentation.
Yeah. And for people who are like Tiger, when they open the box, it's the white one that's coconut. The dark one is berry.
You like coconut though, John, but you can't taste it anymore. Is that right?
Do we have to keep bringing this up?
Well, because I want to know
whenever I talk about the way something tastes or the way it smells, I'm referring to past history.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just very intrigued by your whole situation. Lots of questions.
Yeah, I think our audience doesn't care. It's just, let's talk about gardening.
Look right here on Facebook. Yes, we do care, John.
Talking about the tomatoes and going into the new year, won't be starting it immediately, but if I was to grow a tomato in the veggie pod with that good dome covering,
would it get enough sun?
Because I want to protect it from the rabbits.
Right.
The plague of my
existence. Is there enough sunlight going to get through there?
No, I'm not. No, I'll put it in the sun. There'll be plenty of sun. What variety? Because the dome is only like 2.5, 3 feet tall,
that's
right?
Right, yeah.
First of all, don't grow any of the grafted tomatoes.
Okay.
Because they're going to get way too big.
Okay.
But you could grow Maori Warrior.
Okay.
Or Iditarod Red.
Iditarod Red?
Either one of those
And that was Maui Warrior?
Yes.
Okay, because the Maori kind of
Maui
Warrior.
It's hard to say that.
Yeah, Maui Warrior. Okay.
It's not Maui.
It's not Maui?
No.
What is it? Maori.
Yeah.
Oh, Maori Warrior. Okay.
Right.
All right. Not like the island.
Right.
Okay, Maori Warrior.
Right.
And the other one was?
Iditarod Red.
Iditarod Red's much easier to say.
Iditarod, just like the Huskies in Alaska.
Yeah. And in that double, because did you get a single or double veggie pod?
Me?
The two or the...
Oh, I just have the single because...
So it's just the one trough.
You've got the we got the double.
We got the double. I'd put just one of those in there, and then I'd have room for other things.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Looking good. We have one more segment coming up. One more break we're going to take. It is 45 minutes after the hour. Facebook Live. John at GardenAmerica.com. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. It's Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox here on Biz Talk Radio. Going to take a break. Coming back. And again, one more segment. Stay with us.
Want a better looking lawn with less effort? Husqvarna's robotic automower is the effortless way to mow. Husqvarna's intelligent design allows the automower to maneuver around your lawn without supervision, even over tricky terrain and around obstacles. It knows when it needs to be charged and directs itself back to the charging dock. With convenient control options, the Husqvarna allows you to set it and forget it, even from your smartphone. Thanks to Husqvarna, you can have a great looking lawn and more time to enjoy it this season. Visit Mission Hills Nursery at 1525 Fort Stockton Drive in San Diego, or go to missionhillsnursery.com for more info.
Hi, this is gardening expert Melinda Myers. Keeping the environment in mind, I recommend Milorganite slow-release nitrogen fertilizer for all your growing needs. From plants to people, active growth requires energy, nutrients, and a balanced diet. Nutrient-rich Milorganite feeds the soil and plants for up to 10 weeks. The non-burning, non-leaching formula provides a slow and consistent flow of nutrients. Trust the fertilizer, proven effective for over 90 years. Milorganite for better results. Visit Milorganite.com for a garden center near you.
Being a business owner or entrepreneur can feel lonely. Unless your friends have walked the same path, they just don't understand your passion. How many times have you been asked, when are you going to get a real job? And when you finally do make it big, all of a sudden the doubters tell you they always knew you would. Does this sound familiar? You see, at BizBod, we understand the road you're on because we're on the same path. That's why we created a club just for you. Meet other people on the same path you're on and get content that will help you grow your business, all for only $49.95 a year. And if you join today, you can get your first 30 days free with promo code RADIO. This is a limited time offer, so try it for free, and who knows, you might be able to help other members. Simply go to bizbod.com and enter promo code RADIO.
As a small business owner, there's one word that you absolutely dread: payroll. For small businesses, it's a big burden. You may think you're saving time and money doing it yourself. But come on, are you? Timesheets, processing checks, calculating taxes, a total waste of your time. Paychex simplifies payroll processing, saving you time and money. Submit your payroll online, fax it in, or call your dedicated Paychex payroll specialist. And you're done. Learn more at trypaychex.com. Come on, do the math. The IRS dishes out 8 million penalties a year. Make one mistake, and you're on the hook. On average, you're losing nearly one business day every month doing payroll. That's time and money you'll never get back, unless you get Paychex. More than 500,000 small businesses already do. Call 877-649-5324. Trade payroll pressure for peace of mind. Call now. 877-649-5324. That's 877-649-5324.
Does your water stain and damage your fixtures? Does it smell or taste bad? Are you worried about what's in your water? Water quality should not be painful and worrisome. Get HydroCare water systems from Wave Home Solutions with the most advanced purification technologies. Call Wave Home Solutions today at 1-888-989-WAVE or go to greathealthywater.com. HydroCare will eliminate limescale that causes hundreds of dollars in damage to pipes and appliances without using salt. Well water will no longer smell or stain your fixtures. City water will be purified of harmful chlorine, lead, arsenic, and chemicals. Wave Home Solutions provides the cleanest, healthiest water at every faucet. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, call 1-888-989-WAVE, 1-888-989-WAVE, or go to greathealthywater.com. That's greathealthywater.com.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Are you ready to leave your corporate job behind and be your own boss? Have you ever dreamed of owning a business? Do you have $50,000 or more sitting around in a 401k? If you answered yes, it's time to invest in yourself by buying or starting a business or franchise. IRS code allows you to use money in a 401k to invest in a business with absolutely no penalties or taxes. At Guidant Financial, we've helped more than 11,000 entrepreneurs invest $3 billion in retirement assets into the small businesses and franchises of their dreams. So if you've got $50,000 or more in a 401k and you're looking for a way to start a business, call Guidant Financial now for free information and to learn more. Operators are standing by for your call. 800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630.
This is Biz Talk Radio, America's home for business talk. Online at biztalkradio.com.
Welcome back to the Garden America Radio Show with Bryan, John, and Tiger. The phone lines are open right now at 855-424-9825. That's 855-424-9825. Or John at gardenamerica.com.
And just like that, our final segment on this Saturday morning, Bryan Main, John Bagnasco, Tiger Palafox here, Facebook Live, Garden America, 5424-9825, John at gardenamerica.com. For the next couple of 2 or 3 minutes, actually about 10 minutes, and then after the show today, we're recording a podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about bare root planting, bare root fruit trees and things.
Anything bare.
Anything bare. Anything bare.
If it's bare, we're going to talk about it.
But next week, we'll be talking with Tom Spellman with Dave Wilson Fruit Trees, and we're going to be talking about your bare root fruit tree care. And not even your bare root fruit tree care, your fruit tree winter care. You know, how to prune them, what to do to ensure health for the upcoming year, and all of that fun stuff that people don't think about doing right now, but they need to do. And so that'll be next week. So listen live, 8 a.m. on Saturday.
And Tom's a great guest, too. A A lot of activity, a lot of questions when we have Tom on.
You know, there's also a tradition that not everybody knows about, but a lot of people have taken advantage of it. And it's if you're the last person to call the Garden America radio show at the end of the year, that you're going to have a prosperous new year.
The very last person
you
to
have
call
to
the
be
show.
the last one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to give out the phone numbers again, but if you want to have a good new year, now it doesn't mean you're going to have a disastrous new year if you don't call.
If you don't.
But why leave that to chance?
Well, I mean, the one year we had the person who was the last caller won the lottery, I believe, that year.
That's right. That's right.
It's like $1 billion.
No, I don't want to necessarily take credit, but
that era was only $2, but still, that's $2.
It was a lottery winner.
Yep.
Last person who called. I think it was back in 2010, John.
Yeah.
If we're recollecting correctly there.
Speaking of the lottery, isn't it up to like $400 million or
amazing.
something?
They can, and you know what? They can take as much taxes as they want out of that. You're still going to be left with a windfall. My gosh, they take about what, half?
They take a lot of money.
So you're left with only $200 million. Not worth it. Not going to do it.
I've never had a windfall.
Haven't you?
No.
You've never had a situation
because of the wind.
But you've never had a situation where the wind has blown something down, thus it fell?
You know what? My son's fiance, I think it was, or I don't know if it was her or I can't remember whether it was Joe's girlfriend or Jesse's girlfriend, for Christmas bought umbrellas that were the ones that are the extra duty strength, that have the holes in the top and the extra flap so that the wind doesn't blow it inside out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Where were we in? I can't remember if it was with Tiger or with you. We were in Europe and there was a huge wind that came up and everybody
became Mary Poppins.
Yeah, they were just going inside out. It's like, what's the point of this? But that was really neat.
You know, speaking of Mary Poppins, Dick Van Dyke has a cameo role in the new one.
Oh, yeah?
You know, I didn't know until last week that Dick Van Dyke was still alive.
Not only is he still alive,
He's doing
he's
cameos.
in his mid-90s.
Yeah.
He looks fantastic. So for this new Mary Poppins, he was in makeup. And they said, okay, we got to make you up to look like, a 90-year-old man. He said, I am a 90-year-old man. What are you doing to me?
Yeah.
So when you look at the makeup, they've got a beard on him and they've got more white hair. And he actually does look older than he is, but he looks fantastic. They said one of the first things he did on set, he got up on a table, started to tap dance.
Whoa.
Guy's 94, 95 years old. So
He can't even do that now.
Keep
he used
on going,
to be
Dick.
kind of a heavy drinker. He's not still drinking, is he?
No, he quit that a long time ago, but he's living on borrowed time, I'll tell you. With that, his past, he was, and he's admitted it.
Do you know who is still alive?
Not Abe Vigoda.
Olivia de Havilland.
Really?
Yeah, Melanie from Gone with the Wind.
And her sister is or was
Joan Crawford.
Joan Fontaine.
Joan Fontaine, that's
Joan
right.
Fontaine. Speak for years.
Right.
And of course, now they're not speaking at all.
Brian, Bob wrote something on Facebook. He has 4 fruit trees, and so he wants to wait till next week's show before he prunes them. But then somebody wrote something else, and I can't read it on mine.
Well, I think Bob is concerned about being too cold in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, he says, I think I sort of know what I'm doing, but I'm going to wait till next week. That's great advice. Wait till next week.
Yeah, Tom will be able to tell you. Isn't Tom in San Luis Obispo?
No. Well, he lives in Pomona.
Oh, okay. I thought he was in
But Dave Wilson Nursery is up in...
where is it?
Is it...
Atascadero?
No. Is it Hickman?
No, I don't know where that is.
I can't remember.
Anyway, Bob, yes.
But up in the Bay Area.
Tune in next week, Bob, and for all of you, call in with questions because he's the man.
Yeah.
The man, right?
That's right.
What else do we have here?
I'm thinking of what I got to go home and move. Still got to move.
Don't get too far ahead of yourself. You're like me with trying to put my condo back together again. Things don't move quite as fast as you'd like.
I got a question for you, John.
What?
Bananas. I have
That's a statement.
That took the words right out of my mouth.
I've got a whole row, 40 feet long, that have had bananas in it, and they've been there. I mean, I've only been in the house for a year.
I saw those, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you plant them or they were there?
No, they were there.
Okay.
Is there anything I need to do, because they had fruit on them when I arrived at the house a year ago. They didn't produce well, but they had fruit on them. What do I need to do for bananas with fruit? Right now, nothing, right?
I'm trying to think that, don't they only fruit once?
Yes.
And then you cut that stem off.
Down,
right.
yeah.
But you usually cut the stem knee high.
No?
Don't cut it to the
All
ground.
the way down?
And the reason is that the sugars and things and the nutrients that are in that stem will go into the root and help feed the plant as that stem gets reabsorbed.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's really nothing you need to do if you want to, like an earlier caller mentioned, if you want to throw down some organic food now, it's not going to hurt.
Heard it.
HB 101 for everything.
Can always use that.
Sure.
Bananas don't look good during the winter.
No, they're all shredded and
right.
Yeah,
mealy.
And if it gets cold, they'll kind of go somewhat dormant.
Right.
Right. When do they produce? Do you know? Is it more of a summer produce?
Right. Whenever the weather's warm, and there's also different
varieties.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one it is there, but
one time I was collecting bananas, and I quickly realized I just don't have enough room to do this.
I think you're
it's like collecting bamboo.
I think you have Chiquita. I think
You think so? Chiquita banana?
I think that's what your kind are. Hey, how about that? The music says
Already?
we're out of time. Wow.
What? Still so much to talk about.
Gosh, hey, thank you so much. We're going to do our podcast after the show. It'll be up next week.
A happy New Year, everyone.
And a happy New Year. Thank you for supporting us throughout the entire year of 2018. It'll be a big 2019. Thank you so much for the entire crew. I want to thank Zach, Brandon, Jeremiah, the rest of us, and the rest of you at the flagship station, Tiger Palafox, John Bagnasco. I'm Bryan Main. Have a great week, a great weekend, and get growing, America. Take care.
Listen on